Okay, so we are going to Google a landscape. You can do whatever kind of landscape you want. You can do the mountains, the ocean, again, anything that you want. I chose to do a field of flowers. So when you search, it comes up as all. We're going to want to click on images. And then we're going to go to tools. And then we're going to go down to size. And we are going to go down to large, because we are looking for a large image because when we pull it up into Photoshop. So some things that you want to look out for is here you can see that there is a stamp over the photo, like a watermark. And then you also want to be careful of looking at some of the images and making sure that they are clear and none of them are blurred in the background, because we are going to blur them ourselves. We are going to be practicing with our camera settings to do shallow depth of field and deep depth of field. So I'm going to choose this picture and just checking, making sure the mountains are in focus, and they are. I'm going to click on it again. And you want to take it into Photoshop as big as possible. So I'm going to just click and I'm going to drag it over here to my desktop. Once it's on my desktop, then I'm going to go into Photoshop and I'm going to go File, Open. And there's the picture. I had already done this the class before. So there it is. Hit Open. And then we are going to print it. We're going to go to File, Print. Now, this is very, very, very important right here. You need to make sure that you are not on the photo plotter printer, because that's the last thing that we printed for our pictures from the Deerfield Fair. Just make sure that you are on the photography printer, the paper printer behind my desk. You also want to check your layout, okay? If your picture is going portrait, you want to print it portrait. So you want to click on portrait, or you would click on landscape. Now, one of the other things that we are going to do is, because we didn't size this photo like we did for our Deerfield Fair picture, so we're just going to scroll down and we're going to click right here on Scale to Fit Media. So click on Scale to Fit Media. You're going to have some of those white edges around, but that's okay, because when we're done, we're actually going to cut those white edges off. But we want it to all fit on the page and be proportioned. So then we would hit print. Double check right here, please, please, please. It actually won't even print if you are printing it to the plotter printer, because there's no paper in it. So just make sure you're printing it to the right printer. And then just hit print. And you might get a little saying that pops up, and whatever it says, just hit OK and you'll be fine. So once it prints out, you're going to grab a pair of scissors and you're going to cut the white edge off. And then we are going to paper clip them to the white boards that we have on the center table.